Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please ensure to like, share, and subscribe. And also click the bell notification in the top right-hand corner to be made aware anytime I upload tutorials or videos to YouTube. All right, let's craft together. Hey guys, today we're going to be using the DTF hack on Sublimation and also Inkjet, and we're going to do a wash test just so you can see if it holds up or if it doesn't hold up on the Inkjet side. All right, so I am in Cricut Design Space. I'm going to go ahead and grab my image. So I'm going to click on Upload Image, Browse, and then I'm going to locate my image, have it on my desktop, which is this one right here. And this is an image that I created in using Midjourney on the Discord server. I'm going to go ahead and get this background removed. So I'll just click on Remove Background. All right. And then we're going to apply and continue. And we want this to be a print then cut and not a cut image only. So we're going to go ahead and select print then cut and upload in the bottom right. And now we have our image in Cricut Design Space with the background removed. So we're going to go ahead and select the image and click Add to Canvas in the bottom right corner. And our paper or our DTF film from Yamation is, we want to keep this image small enough that we can keep it inside and still have the little areas around the image where we can touch it without any issues. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to add some text here. So we're going to say, we outside, just like that. We're going to move this up to here. And we're going to change the font. I think I want a different font. I'm going to look at some of my system fonts that I've uploaded lately here. So let's go. I'm going to try to use something I haven't used yet. I love autumn and November. I always stop at autumn and November. This is one of my favorite. I'm going to do the baby garland. Let's try that. Baby garland. And then we're just going to click off of it. There we go. We outside. And then we are going to give this a little bit of a curve. So we're going to bring it down like that. Okay. We outside. I'm going to take both of them and align it. So we're going to center horizontally and we're going to center vertically. Oops, not vertically. Just horizontally. All right. So there we go. All right, and then we're going to take both of these and we're going to go ahead and group them together. Just make sure you either click outside and click and drag over both the text and the image. And then you're going to click on the group here. It says ungroup now because I've grouped it. We're going to leave that text as black. I'm not going to make any changes to it. And the last thing that we're going to do, because we're going to change this, guys, to a print, then cut, but it's not really going to, we're not going to really be cutting it. So we want to make sure that once we're done with everything we're going to do, we're going to flatten. And now you can see it's been changed to a print then cut. So Cricut is going to send this to our printer. And then once it's printed out, then we're going to cut around that registration area and put our DTF powder on the back. And then we're going to cure it in my convection oven at about 300. And then we're going to go ahead and heat press it. Now, when you're doing inkjet ink, guys, you don't have to have the temperatures as high as with sublimation. So we're going to lower the temp for this inkjet design, and then we're going to increase the temperature for the sublimation design, or the sublimation ink versus the inkjet ink. All right, and I'm going to be doing different images so you'll know which one is which. So we're going to be doing the We Outside. We're going to have that one in the inkjet ink. Okay, so now that we have our image there, we're going to take a look at our sizing here. Right now we have it at a width of 6.821 by 10.442. I think I'm going to adjust this, and we're going to make the width at about 7.5, and then we're going to make the height at about 10. Let's see what that looks like. And then we're going to lock that proportions back. And let's take a look. All right, I think we're good. And we're going to go ahead and click on Make It. All right, and got everything on there. Everything looks good. We're going to go ahead and click on Mirror. And we're going to change this mat size to a 12 by, it's only giving me options for super large. And I don't know why it wants to do that, because we're well within the 8.5. Let me go back and just double check, but I know I had it in between the 8.5 and 11. I know I did. Let's take a look. All right, so width we got at 7.5, height we got at 10, which is the 8.5 by 11. So we should be good. Cricut, stop acting crazy now. Okay, go back and click on Make It. I think it's doing that because I'm exceeding the smaller print size. So it's automatically forcing me to do an 11 by 17 material size. All right, we'll leave it there. And we don't have to worry about the registration marks because we're not going to be, put that on Mirror, we're not going to be cutting this out anyway, so we should be good. All right, now we have our image on there. We're going to go ahead and click on Continue. And we're going to send this to printer. And I'm going to get my film and everything ready here. Now with the Yamation, I keep mine inside the package that tells you which side is the print side. You do have a glossy and a matte side. You always want to put your film in where the glossy side is going to be up, and then the matte side is going to be down. And that way the ink will be on the matte side. You do not want the ink on the glossy side. If it's on the glossy side, it's going to smear, okay? So we are going to be using my inkjet printer first, which is the HP OfficeJet Pro 7740. We're going to take that bleed off. We're going to use the system dialog. Click on print. All right, so we got our HP OfficeJet Pro 7740. We're going to go to Preferences. And we're going to use just plain paper. I'm going to put it on best for quality. And I'm going to leave this on letter size. And we're going to use our main tray here. And let's see what else we got going on. We're going to hit OK. And then I'm going to go ahead and come up on screen, and then we'll finish printing this out together. And now we're going to do everything. I'm going to do everything for inkjet in this video, and then I'm going to come back and do the sublimation. All right, so this one is going to be all inkjet, and then I'll come back and do the sublimation so that we won't have like a hour-and-a-half long video. All right. All right, so I'm going to come up on screen now. All right, guys, this is the Yamation film that I'm going to be using. I always leave it inside the pack, and it tells you that this is the print side, guys. And so I like to leave it like that so I don't have to guess which side is the print side. So I just slide my film out. This is the print side. So automatically it's going to go in my printer just like this, so that when it slides through, it's going to come up on the print side. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place this inside of my inkjet. This is my HP OfficeJet Pro 7740. I'm just going to place it into there like that. And I'm going to go ahead and hit print. And we're going to get this party started. I'm going to go ahead and put this back in my package. Alrighty, it looks like it's a little bit off, you guys. Let me take a look here. It kind of clipped our image a little bit right here on the end. I could have moved it over a little bit better, but we're going to go ahead and use it anyway. So I'm just going to cut off the excess. Give me 1 second to get this back in the package. All right. I don't know why this film wanted to come out on all times. All right. So now we have used the Yamation film. We're now going to go over. We're going to apply our powder on here, and I'm going to go ahead and cut off the registration marks, because remember I said we're not going to be placing this into our Hopefully I didn't smear it. And I did. All right, thank God for smearing. Thank God for smearing because I need to reprint it anyway. And better yet, I'm going to take it over to Microsoft PowerPoint to print so I don't have any issues with the registration and the sizing. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back in because I want this image to look really nicely because it's going on a shirt for me. So you know it's got to be right. All right, so again, we're going to place the print side down. And notice I'm not using, guys, some people have to use paper on there. Some people have to put tape and all that. For my HP OfficeJet Pro, I don't have to use any of that. You guys can see here, I just placed the film directly into my main tray and it comes out perfectly. So let me get this image over into Microsoft PowerPoint and get it printed out. And then we're going to go ahead and place our powder on. All right, guys, I have the image printing now. I put it in Microsoft PowerPoint. And so it is printing out here. All right, there we have it. So we don't have to worry about any registration marks or anything like that. So we're gonna go right over here and put our film, our powder on the side with the ink. And then we're gonna take it to the convection oven and let it cure, all right? So give me one moment here. All right, guys, we have our Yamation powder here. And what I like to do is just take my image and put it over into my little container here. And then go ahead and place the powder on. I highly recommend that you do not do this without gloves on, guys, and being in a well-ventilated area when you're using this DTF powder. So we're just gonna put that powder all over that wet ink. And we're gonna go ahead and we're just going to shake that powder off of it. Just like that. I'm gonna show it to you guys here. That's what it's gonna look like once you put the powder on. It's gonna look like it's sugar coated. Okay, so I'm gonna go one more time with my DTF powder. And make sure we got it nice and coat it. And I like to use these containers that I got from Walmart, guys, because I don't have to worry about the cleanup. I just use it right here inside of here, and when I'm done, I just close it right back up. Now I do see a little line right here that I'm going to cut away so that that doesn't show. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. And sometimes I cut off just the very top just in case the rollers picked up any ink that I can't see. I'll just cut off a little bit of that top. And we're going to be putting this on a white t-shirt. So now we have it all coated. You want to coat the entire image, guys. All right, so I'm going to place this on my tray like this, and then I'm going to put it in my convection oven, and you guys are going to see how quickly this thing is going to cure. Okay, I have my convection oven on 300 because it doesn't take high temperatures for inkjet. It only takes high temperatures for sublimation. All right, so we're going to move over to the convection oven. All right, here we are at the convection oven. I'm going to go ahead and place this in. And I can see it really easy here. I'll take these gloves off. And you want this to look like it is, all right, here we go, guys. You want it to look like it is melted sugar. Melted sugar on there, and you know you have a good cure, okay? Now, what I like to do You do not have to do this, guys. I go in, I coat this one more time because I'm using inkjet. I coat it twice. So I'm going to go back over to my Yamation powder. I'm going to coat this one more time, and I'm going to cure it one more time, and then I'm going to heat press it. All right. So I'm going to put you on pause while I go and coat this again, and then I'll come back over and cure it one more time. All right, guys, let me get my gloves. So I coated it one more time. And I'm going to place it right back. You can see it's sugar coated again. I'm going to place it right back in the convection oven and let it cure one more time. And then once it cures, then we're going to go ahead and it'll be ready to iron on to our white shirt. So I'm going to go ahead and get my shirt ready here. Now this is going to be a cold peel, guys. So after I place this on my t-shirt, I am going to allow it to get to cool down, and then we will do the peel together. And then I'm going to wait 24 hours and I'm going to wash it. And I'm going to wash it with you guys. So you're seeing how I do my process on my sublimation, on my inkjet using Yamation DTF. You're seeing the complete process. But I have to wait 24 hours before I press it, okay? I wash it. All right, using my gloves again. I'm gonna take a look, and you can see here that it is like melted sugar. That is the look that you're going for, okay? That's the look you're going for, guys. There's no buckling of the paper or anything, and everything is actually coated, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off because apparently my heat press and my convection oven cannot be going at the same time. It cut my breaker. That's the first time I've done that. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut my heat press on now. And then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna be placing this on to our white t-shirt. All right, I'm trying to get you guys a good visual here to see what it looked like. Okay, we outside, baby, all summer long. All right, so I'm gonna let my heat press heat up, and then I'm gonna come back. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna press this onto our white t-shirt here. And like I said, then I'll do the wash 24 hours after this. You always want to wait at least 24 to 48 hours. And you guys are going to see that it is not going to be washed away, okay? I don't know if it's the ink in my inkjet printer or if it's because I coated twice. I don't know. But I have washed the shirt that I showed you guys the first time I did the Inkjet DTF hack. I have washed that shirt so many times. And it still has color. You can still see the complete image, okay? So, I don't know if it's my HP OfficeJet Pro 7740 and the ink in it. I don't know if it's, I coated twice. I don't know, guys, but it didn't wash away. So, it can't be a fluke, so I'm gonna try it again. And we're gonna all see what happens together, okay? So, I'm gonna let my heat press heat up and then I'll come back. All right, guys, our heat press is almost ready. I'm gonna go ahead. We're going to be heat pressing this at 325 for 10 seconds. And then we're going to let it cool down for about 3 or 4 minutes. And then we're going to do a cool peel. But first, just like with when you're doing just normal sublimation, you always want to press your shirt for about 5 seconds to get out any moisture. You also want to make sure that you lint roll your shirt to get away any hair or dust particles. Be careful because y'all saw my hand come back that fast. This heat press is hot, baby. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and lint roll that. because we don't want anything to show up on our finished product. So t-shirt, we're going to come down about 3 fingers from the neckline. And our heat press is ready to go. Okay, got that perfect. All right, and I'm just going to cover this with a piece of butcher paper or Teflon paper, some kind of paper. I'm going to put that right on top. We're going to go ahead and press this for 10 seconds. Done. I'm going to let that cool down. We're going to do, like I said, a cool peel. So we're going to let this cool down, and then we'll come back and we will peel off together. I'm going to let it sit overnight for 24 hours, and then I'll put it in the washing machine. And we're going to see what happened. Can't be a fluke. It can't be a fluke. I'm using the same ink, same printer, same process, same Yamation film and DTF powder that I used the first time. So like I say, we outside, we gonna see. Okay? All right, I'll be back. All right, guys, it's been about 5 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and do the peel and see what we get. All right? Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, I'm gonna bring you down some here. Bring the camera in so you guys can see. Hopefully you can see that. All right, so looks pretty dang good. And what I highly recommend is that you cover it one more time and just get one more good press out of it. Just gonna cover it with my Teflon sheet here. Not Teflon, but my parchment paper. I can't get the name of things right, guys. I don't know what is going on with me. Let me cut my heat press off. And let's go here. Bring it in so you guys can see it. Look at that. Turned out really good. All right, again, this is Inkjet ink using my HP OfficeJet Pro 7740. I'm using Yamation ink, and not the ink, but Yamation film and the Yamation DTF fine powder. That is what I am using. You saw me coat it once, and then I cured it in my convection oven, and then I coated it one more time and cured it twice in the convection oven. So I coated and cured twice, okay? And then heated it, heat pressed it at 325 for 10 seconds, gave it about 5 minutes, did a cold peel, and here we are. All right, this is Inkjet, not sublimation. Inkjet, not sublimation. In 24 hours, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna wash this with you guys. I'm gonna let you see me put it in the washing machine, and we're gonna see what happens. Because I know the first time I did this, I still have that shirt and the colors are still there. They did not wash away. So, was it a fluke? We'll find out. All right, I used the same process, same printer, same ink, same everything. All right, just a different image and a different day. All right, guys, so that's it. Like I said, I'll come back, I'll do a video where I wash this with you guys, or for you guys, so you can see the wash process. But next up, I'm going to do a sublimation just like I did this one, so you can see that I do the same process with the sublimation. We'll look at the colors and compare the colors with the inkjet versus the sublimation, and yeah, and then we'll go from there. And yeah, all right guys, so if you're currently in my Facebook group, thank you guys so much for following me via Facebook. If you like my method of teaching and you would like to be a part of my Facebook group, in the description of this video tutorial, there will be a link to my Facebook group, Ken Doris's Cricut and Creative Crafters. All you have to do is click on that link and agree to the Facebook group rules, and we'll get you in. And if you are currently subscribed to my YouTube channel, thank you guys so much for following me via YouTube. If you're seeing me for the first time, you like my method of teaching, this is the Inkjet DTF hack, then please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. All right, again, this is Inkjet, not sublimation. All right, and we're gonna see what happens in 24 hours. Okay, all right guys, that is my story and I am sticking to it. And you guys know my motto is each one reach one, so that each one can teach one. And you guys have an amazing day.